Hey everybody, how's it going? This is part one of the Honda XR250 build, the free XR250 build. If you're coming here from TikTok, then, well, you kind of already know what position we're in. This is going to be the very first episode of this series, and, today we're not going to do too much. It is currently a shivering 33 degrees outside, and I don't have any pipe for my wood stove. So it's kind of hard to be in here in just a hoodie and jeans. Today what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the motor and I'm going to find a place to put it over there. You got to excuse my messy garage. So basically what that means is, boom, we a little bit cleaner. I'm basically just going to get the motor up here and the head, nothing else. I'm just going to get all the major motor parts in here. That way we can kind of get an idea of what we're working with. Alrighty, I got the box with the motor in it up here, and this is what we're working with. And I'm just gonna cut this box off because I don't feel like lifting the motor out of there, so looks like this is our wiring harness, maybe. Found our brake shoes, looking a little dusty there, for sure. So there's a ton of new parts with this bike, including this gasket kit, which is going to be very helpful. Okay, got the motor all taken out. Got ourselves some rags here. No shortage of those, thank goodness. But, yeah, we got our motor out. I don't believe there's anything else in this box. So we're going to kind of just do away with it. Thing appears to be intact, and if I could actually do it, this motor is free. Now, I'm not sure how much dirt is in our crankcase. I am going to flush it out with diesel just to be on the safe side. But, yeah, we're looking a little crusty here on our clutch side. Looking at good things, though. This baby just had a rebuild. Cylinder is looking smooth. Alrighty, here's our full engine. Here is our head, and one thing is, I'm not sure if this is going to be a problem. In my eyes, I don't think it will. But a second opinion is always greatly appreciated. I said, brand new valves. So before we put any of this back together, which won't be any time, you know, really soon, we're going to give everything a nice clean, starting with this engine and the clutch. That way we can get our clutch cover back on. Man, this clutch cover could use a nice coat of paint. Maybe some sandblasting and powder coating. Alright guys, that's a little better. I did a little stuff off camera, just kind of cleaned it up just a little bit. Our cylinder obviously looks good. Cleaned up our clutch a little bit, and oh boy, we are in for a treat. We got ourselves a brand new timing chain and a camshaft, as well as some brake pads and all sorts of new stuff. A front fender there, and I haven't even dug through that box yet. If anyone knows what this might be, let me know. I want to say it's just something cosmetic. It being made of plastic, you know, that kind of tells me it's something just cosmetic, not really engine-wise. You don't see much of that in an engine. But I'm very excited about our timing chain here and our camshaft. Gotta love the new parts. And we also got the old ones. And we also have a brand new headlight, tail light, and all of the mounting hardware. Swing arm, I will take very good care of that, trust me. We're gonna have that thing shining and looking good. I'm gonna kind of dig through this box and see what I can find. We have an exhaust pipe here. There's our exhaust. Our muffler is right there. There's our skid plate, 2 front fenders, and our rear fender is on it, as well as our seat with a brand new Honda cover. And our gas tank is looking a little rough, but we can get that fixed up. Going through this box, we have our rear shock, pretty heavy duty. Gonna lay that right there. We have our carburetor. I'm not sure if these have dual carburetors or not. I'm pretty certain it's only one. Yeah, it is. Okay. I was kind of curious where it mounted to here, but now I see it. I've never seen an intake quite like that. But yeah, I'm gonna keep up with that. Here, we also have our shifter, which I'm gonna keep up with as well. We have some wiring, some tubes. I wanna say this probably goes to our airbox. Looks like something to drain water. Got our brake lever, some new bearings. Gotta keep up with these. Let's see what these are. They're from All Balls. Let's see. Haha, yes. steering bearings. Perfect. Get those pressed in there and we are good to go on steering. Nice. We'll stick these in our bag of new parts with our headlight and whatnot. Headlight and tail light looking spiffy. This is going to be a good build. Next up, we have I want to say this is maybe an axle bolt. Maybe it goes through the front tire, back tire, something like that. Maybe back tire, I'm not sure. Our air filter cage here, we'll stick that in there with our air box. And I see the remnants of our air filter. Both of our foot pegs in here. Pretty nifty. Got our brake lever. And some more wiring, which I'm gonna assume probably for our headlights or something. Got some gaskets here in the bottom and a couple more little bearings and spacers and whatnot. I want to assume this is probably for our front wheel or back wheel. One thing I have not found is a Kickstarter. I want to say I'm probably gonna have to order that, but I mean that's no big deal. I can get one from Tusk for maybe $50. I want to say these are our brake lines here. Those look pretty good. But yeah, guys, for the most part, this video doesn't consist of much. I just kind of went through and got everything sorted out. And yeah, I'll get it more orderly in the next video. But for now, we've kind of looked over everything. And it all seems to be here, except the Kickstarter. That's really the only thing I haven't seen. So yeah, that's good. Our motor does turn over. It's not locked up, and it has got a fresh rebuild on it. So it's a good thing we have our new timing chain and whatnot. We've got our lever here. I think I've seen another one somewhere, but we do have what appears to be all of our parts, which is just fantastic. We also have a bucket of bolts here. Another foot peg. That one is a little wonky. Definitely will not be using that. Nothing too crazy looking in here. We also have our kickstand over there. Kickstand is over there somewhere, but yeah. Got our throttle linkage there. Got our triple clamps, all our triple clamps, brand new cables too, and brake pads. You can tell this person went all out for this, had it ready to be put back together, and just never got around to it. And I'm going to get around to it. This is where we are on the end of day one. Stay tuned for part 2. Also, we got ourselves a manual, so that's awesome. Stay tuned for part 2. I'm gonna try and do these during the day. That way it's a little less freezing out here. But I've got to end it here because I am fixing to freeze to death. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to stay tuned. I will try and upload these as frequently as possible. So if you did enjoy, maybe like, maybe subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.